Welcome everyone to these free somatic practices. We're going to start with a body scan, a very simple process to feel yourself, to sense yourself, to start to build that somatic awareness. So if you want, just come to a comfortable seat. You could also do this standing if that's better for you. And what we're going to do is, even though I'm here with you on screen recording this video, I'm going to bring your attention away from the screen. So if there's something in your room, an animal, a plant, maybe a view, I'm focusing on a pretty picture here, just let your attention rest towards that instead of staring at the screen. If it's available to you, then I want you to close down your eyes. If not, that's okay. You just have a gentle gaze on that object that's pretty to you. But closing down your eyes, it cuts off all the senses that are coming in through the visual system and allows you to build that somatic awareness a little bit better. So I'm going to get you to close your eyes, bring your senses inside. We're going to start at the head and we're going to drop down through to the lower body. Yeah. So bring your attention to the inside of your head. And I don't mean your thoughts here. I mean any sensations. And feel free in this movement to use some touch with your hands. So can you feel your skull? Can you notice sensations in your face? Maybe are you warm or are you cool inside of your head? And just sit and feel for that. And maybe bring your attention to your brow. Notice, do you feel relaxed or do you feel tense around your brow? Okay. And imagine that is like a band that reaches all the way around to the back of your head. Now noticing the sensations in your eyes. Do your eyes feel kind of relaxed or do they feel tense? You can do this whether they're open or closed. Just sensing. You don't have to change anything. If you feel a little tense and it gives you some comfort to soften a little bit, then you can do that. But we're just looking for the awareness right now. And then coming down to your jaw. Got a big hinge here at the jaw. You can feel for it if you want. You can move it around a little bit. So notice, do you feel any tension here? Where are your teeth sitting? Are they pushed together or are they parted? A lot of the time our attention is on the outside looking at ourselves. From that perspective, I want you to try to bring your attention in and feel from the inside. Okay, so moving from the jaw to the ears. Are they warm? Are they cool? Any sensations there? Okay. Now coming down into the chest. Okay, again, if you want to touch, you can use some self-touch if that's comfortable for you. Feel your ribs here. It's kind of cool. You can feel the collarbones and sliding down. You can feel the rib cage. You can feel the movement in the ribs, the flexibility in them. You can feel as you take a slightly bigger breath, the ribs move out and expand. Okay, maybe come to the back of the ribs now, to your upper back. See if you notice any sensation here. Maybe temperature, any feeling of pressure. Maybe you're making some tiny micro movements that you can just notice. Maybe you can come right inside of the chest cavity. See what you can notice in there. Maybe it's your beating heart. Do you feel like you have space here or not so much space? Either one is okay. Maybe you don't notice anything. That's also okay. We're just building this awareness. And then coming right to the front of the chest. How does that feel? Is there a temperature difference there? Can you feel it rising and falling? Maybe bringing awareness into the width of your rib cage, out to the side. What does it feel? Right? And part of what you're doing here is you're just learning to sit with the sensation. You're learning to gently sit around the edges of the sensation. You don't have to dive in. If you notice pain, you can kind of sit. You don't have to go deep into the pain. You can just sit on the outsides, on the peripheral of it. Okay. Let's drop our attention down now into the belly. Right. Maybe take a little movement if your body feels like it needs to readjust. So thinking about the abdominal area here, the hips as well, the back, the lower spine. Again, what temperature do you notice there? Warmer, cooler? Do you notice a sense of weight dropping down into your hips? You can ask yourself the same question if you're standing. This might seem kind of strange, but does the left hip feel connected to the right hip? Do they feel separate or separated? And inside your belly, do you feel tension? Like an edge there? Or do you feel softness, calmness? Maybe you feel some aliveness in there, some rippling, some movement. So much happening right inside your lower belly. It's not available to your conscious awareness. Okay, so now we're just going to drop down into the legs. Going to kind of skim over the upper legs again, just noticing any sensations. How do the muscles feel? Maybe you want to tense your lower legs, tense your bum, tense your glutes, and then relax them. And I want you to come down, feeling the soles of your feet really firmly planted on the ground. All right, again, noticing any pressure there, any movement. Do you have any sensations there? And then from this feeling of grounding into your feet, I just want you to come back all the way up into your head. And a little checklist around relaxing the eyes, relaxing the jaw. Maybe noticing if there's any relationship there. So kind of scanning your awareness from the bottom all the way up to the top, and then back down again. Just notice, do you feel like one whole piece? Or do you notice any feeling of separation across your body as a whole? Okay. And you can just take a deep breath. Relax into your back body, to the back of the chair. Feel that support, feel that grounding. If your eyes are closed, you could slowly blink them open. And that's your body scan.